Afternoon, it's Dave from Phoenix Fruit Farm. Doing another portion of the maple syrup manufacturing process here today. We're out here to gather some sap. Uh, these trees that we're gathering right here, there's one right there that has it, and down through the woods there's you can see some more blue bags down there. And I tapped these on the 28th of February. This is the 3rd of March, and it was like later in the afternoon, and so you can see they've probably only about a gallon in that bag there. But, I've got 120 taps out, so if I go out and gather and I get 150 gallons or so of sap, it'll be worth my time to get it up to the shop and start running it through my reverse osmosis system, and probably enough to make a couple 2.5 gallons maybe of syrup that we'll boil down. So anyway, how I normally do all this, I've got my Kioti tractor here, which I highly recommend to anyone who's looking for a small compact tractor. I've had it since 2008 and I love it. I like it better than any of the Kubotas I've seen. And anyway, so it's handy because it's got the loader on. In case I get stuck, I can help get myself out. And what we generally do, I'll take my 5-gallon pails and I'll go out and I'll dump the bags into them, and then I dump the buckets, of course, into my barrels. I have these milk strainers on here. I'm not trying to filter. What I've got in the bottom is some number 8 screen in the bottom. All I'm trying to do is keep some of the large pieces out. And then as we get into the later in the year and it starts warming up a little bit, you'll see all kinds of moths and things that'll fly in there trying to get a little sugar out of that sap. And so I filter them out a little bit, and you'll even see slugs after a while. They get when it warms up. It's really surprising. As cold as it is, you'll start seeing those slugs, and they know where they're going. They're looking for that sugar too. Everybody wants it at this time of the year. So anyway, I'm just gonna get started and continue on, and we'll maybe show you some of my other trees that I got tapped. I don't know, this is a long ways away, but there's one over there that's probably got about 2.5 gallons in it over through the woods there. That's a bigger producer. For some reason, that tree always seems to do better, and I do not know why any of this occurs. But these trees here, as you can see, are kind of in the woods, and they generally will never run as good as ones that are out in the open or by the edge of a field or something. But it's just I think it got more to do with the sunshine and things like that, and they don't really spread out with a good big canopy or anything. They grow more straight up, just trying to get some sunlight. So anyway, I'm going to continue on, and we'll maybe get a few more pictures at some of my other locations. So this is the one bag that I tried to show you earlier that really ran well, and you can see it's probably got 2.5, 3 gallons in there, and you kind of see they're dripping a little bit today. It's only like 35 degrees out, but still, and there's not much sun, but still they're running a little bit, so it's pretty good. And you can see in here there's a lot of ice and slush in here, which I talked about in one of my previous videos about the disadvantage of these bags and holders like this is you can't get all that ice out of there. So I just leave it in there, and I'd like to get it out because it is just pure water. There's no sugar in it. I've saved some and melted it down and tested it, and it's just water, because that's the first thing that freezes and the sugar don't. So yeah, just an interesting factoid. Now I just want to show you the difference between, like, we got three trees here. Like this one right here, this tree is probably about 14, 15-inch tree. And it's got like, some in it. You got a tree over here, it's probably a 12-inch tree. It's got some in it. And then down there, you got that tree, which is a 10-inch. I measured it. And they tell you to not tap anything that's under 10 inches, although I have, and some of them really run well. But that tree there, it's probably produced 3 times as much as that one, and at least twice as much as this one. And so I am not exactly sure what determines what. But at any rate, you'd be very surprised by some of these. And some, I've got some that don't have a drop in the bottom, even. Not many, but a few of them. And I can see one down there that's about to run over. So it can just vary quite a bit, it appears, and maybe it's where you get your tap stuck in or whatever. I always try to get them into the places where they say you should, like above a big root or something like that, but I have not ever seen that it makes any difference. It just kind of depends a lot on the tree, I guess. So now here we are on the 9th of March, and I'm out today I'm going to try to pull everything out of the bags today, because it was not supposed to start until like 2 p.m. It's like 10 to 1 right now, but we're supposed to have some fairly heavy weather coming in. There's already a strong southeast wind blowing in, and it's supposed to deteriorate in 5 to 7 inches between this afternoon and tonight. So we're over here at the neighbors, and there's not a lot in the bags, but tomorrow and the next day might not be too good for gathering, and they haven't been running too hard, but we have collected about 500 gallons of sap so far, and I've cooked out, and I've got about 10 and a half gallons of syrup made. Of course, I don't have everything cooked out of that 500. And I might get another 80 here today, and then I'll be able to do some more cooking tomorrow, and we'll make a little video. We're going to make a little video of running this stuff through the RO system probably today or tomorrow, and add that to it. So anyway, I guess I better get busy, or I'm going to get snowed on.